The big question here is, why Toronto, Ontario? And for the French-speaking people who are planning to relocate to Canada, why Montreal, Quebec? When you can travel to other provinces and have a higher chance of your Canada visa application being approved. I know some of you might be asking, what are the other provinces? Well, that's what we'll be discussing today. So make sure you watch this video to the end and find out. Hello there guys, welcome back to Mercy Talks Everything Jobs and Travel. Welcome back to a brand new video, and I hope all of you are doing well today. So in this video, we'll be talking about why Toronto, Ontario and Montreal, Quebec shouldn't be in your Canada travel application as your best choice of destination, because there are other cities and provinces that could increase your chances of getting your Canada travel application approved. But before we continue, I would want to say thank you so much to my old subscribers for keeping up to my channel, for always watching new videos like this when they come up. And if you're new to this channel and seeing my face for the first time, welcome to this community. Welcome to Mercy Talks. Here I talk about jobs and I talk about travel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, turn on your notification button so you see videos like this, new videos like this when they come up. Also, comment on my videos as well, because I'll really appreciate that. Please follow me up on my Facebook and Instagram. I'll be leaving the link down the description below, okay? There's gonna be two parts of this video, okay? So part one of this video, I'll be telling you better options of cities and provinces that could increase your chances when processing your relocation application or your travel application, okay? And also towards the end of this video, I'll be telling you what part two entails, so make sure you watch till the end. Recently I did had a conversation with 10 people, right? 10 people who are applying for their Canada travel application. Amongst those 10, 2 people got their application approved, right? The other 8 didn't get theirs approved. And I realized that based on the conversation I had with them, they had something in common. These 8 people had something in common, which I feel is part of the reasons why their application was not approved. And those are some of the facts I'll be telling you today, some of the discussions we'll be having today in this video. Lots of people, when planning their relocation or travel application to Canada, their main preference of cities to live in or province to stay is usually Toronto, Ontario or Montreal, Quebec, which is not bad. Say 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, it's not bad at all. But currently, I don't think that is a good idea. And I'll tell you reasons why I think so. Remember, I told you that we'll be talking about 3 cities in 2 provinces that I feel are good places for you to add during your application coming to Canada, right? So we'll be talking about those cities today, and then we'll be comparing these cities and these provinces to that of Toronto, so you know that these are better choices for you to take, for you to make as well when trying to apply coming to Canada. We'll start by talking about housing issues and also homeless situation in Toronto, okay? Unfortunately, housing rates for recent renters household living in downtown is greatest, with a 60.8% in Toronto, 60.0% in Vancouver, and also 58.8% in Montreal. This is just a recent report, October 4th, 2023. The Toronto Star, a newspaper outlet, also reported that Toronto has become an increasingly lonely place and the housing crisis is actually fueling the problem. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation (CBC) reports that recent studies shows there has been a significant increase in the number of homeless people seeking refuge in the Toronto Emergency Department recent winters. Also, there have been a spike in the number of homeless people taking refuge in the ERs of hospital. I don't mean to sound all doom here, guys. Toronto is still that nice, beautiful, and amazing place to live in. But for new immigrants, it becomes even harder. And for earlier reasons which I did mention, the chances of getting your visa being approved becomes harder. So the three cities in two provinces which I believe you should add to your Canada travel applications are Regina and Saskatoon in Saskatchewan and Fredericton in New Brunswick. Now let's talk about statistics. Comparing living in Toronto, Ontario versus the cities I'm suggesting you put in your Canada application, okay? First of all, we'll talk about the renting in these three provinces. The average rent currently in Toronto, Ontario for a two-bedroom is $2,800. The average rent currently for Regina in Saskatchewan is $1,400. The average rent currently in Saskatoon in Saskatchewan is $1,650, and the average rent for Fredericton in New Brunswick is $1,500. Guys, can you see the difference? Okay, now this is all about rent. Now let's talk about the minimum wage in these three provinces. Okay, the minimum wage in Toronto, Ontario currently is $16.50 per hour. The minimum wage in Saskatchewan currently is $14, but will be increasing to $15 per hour October 1st, 2024. This is good news. And also, the minimum wage in New Brunswick currently is $14.75 per hour, but will also be increasing to $15.30 per hour April 1st. This is good news, guys. Finally, let's talk about jobs, right? So you coming into Canada as a new immigrant, someone who is new to the country, the best job for you to start up with is in the health sector line, right? Where I am giving you this option because I feel it is an easy job to get. You understand? You can work with this in this health sector line for some time while you try to gain your balance, and then you'll be able to deviate to the profession of your choice. So you can actually run a certificate program to be in that health sector line. This is the easiest way for you to get a job as a new immigrants. Okay, the second part of my next video, we're talking about traveling to Canada, your travel application, how you can carry out your travel application, the required documents you'll be needing, the most important documents you will need for this application, and of course we'll talk about the destinations as well. And also we're talking about colleges, applying through colleges, cheaper colleges. I could list out some colleges that are good for you to apply on, and also cheaper tuition fee as well, right? So we'll be discussing all that in my next video. So if you find value in this video, I would really appreciate that you share this video, subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn on your notification, comment as well. And until then, guys, I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye now.